Auzubillahiminashaitanirrajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum. Jiayanu Pacheragalé, Ni Hao, Churushume, Washmale, Ohaya Gonzaimas, Guten Morgen, Hola, Boyo, Privyet, Kaifahal, Haleshuma Chatore, Ahlan Wasala Marhaba, Buna, Mucho Gracias, Swabi, Bali Kariaya, Hosh Galdan and I, Saya Huya Mora, Chivato, Chihal, Jod Kalimera, and a very warm welcome to everybody who's tuned into PTV World and watching World this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, alongside me, I'm very lucky that I've been joined by my very well-learned colleague who happens to be Ms. Haja Satti. I happen to be Shahzad Hassan Khan, and we hope and pray that everybody out there is doing wonderfully well and that you're ready to kickstart your day with us. But first things first, hello Hajra, Assalamu alaikum. How are you feeling today?
Walaikum assalam. Thank you so much, Shahzad, for introducing me. Jazakallah khair. And we are the part of the PTV world, we are the part of the PTV corporation, and I feel immensely proud of working here because PTV has been a training academy. It has trained, I think, the entire private media, and not just that, PTV has a brilliant and a golden legacy that we still remember, that we still reminiscence about it, and how it polished different talents. And the PTV did not just broadcasted the content back in those days, it was also that how PTV was able to find the talents in the places which was overlooked. It
more
was
like a mother as well.
Yes, and brought that talent and gave voice to those unvoiced people out there. There's so many singers, there's so many artists that were polished by the PTV, and not just that, but I think PTV has also a brilliant legacy of making sure that the Pakistan's indigenous arts, the folklore arts, were also remain alive on the TV sets, right? And we are certainly going to talk more about that legacy because one of the art that PTV made sure that it revived was the puppetry, right?
Yep.
And one of the famous character of the puppetry that PTV incorporated into its content was the character of Uncle Sargam. And I do remember whenever PTV broadcasted Uncle Sargam, it was such a fascinating content to watch that we were glued towards a screen. And our parents would encourage us to watch us, and it had such a social messages incorporated in the content, the brevity of their messages, and the way they used to roll out the entire conversation, the pronunciation of their Urdu, Salis Urdu, is still reminiscence about it, and how it was such a brilliant piece of art that was displayed on PTV.
Exactly, and Haja, it actually, at times give me nostalgia too as well, to be very honest. So imagine, where you started this journey from Uncle Sargam, I'll come down to Kaliyan, I think it aired twice as well, not just that, Ghair Siyasi Bache. But the best part was that, that after, unfortunately, we've seen that there was a decline in puppetry and, there weren't a lot of shows about it. We certainly would request that, for all of those people who need to decide, we will set an example today that we have artists who are at par extraordinaire and, they have that certain talent which certainly can represent and give you these values still till date as well. Not just that, but imagine that, there came a time when we were actually using other people to dummy about other people as well, right?
Yes.
So imagine when you have puppets, you certainly do not have to do it. And for all of those public services messages which needed to be out there without offending anyone, that was one medium. So without any further ado, we're very lucky that for the very first time, in one segment that we are accommodating 6 guests today. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, we're very lucky that we have been joined by Mr. Naeem Talpur, happens to be an anchor person at Puppetry, and unke saath hai Uncle Halpur. Hello, assalamu alaikum.
Oh, hello, how are you guys?
We guys are doing well, Uncle Halpur. How are you?
I'm still alive.
Right. And we are very lucky that we have been also joined by Miss Shamsa Khan. She's a singer, she's also puppeteer, and she's also joined by Baji Bijli. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. How are you?
I think we guys are doing well. Baji Bijli, why do people call you Baji Bijli?
Because I am so much electric.
Well, that's wonderful. We certainly need a lot of electricity these days anyway, so probably we can use yours as well.
Right.
But towards the end, ladies and gentlemen, we're very lucky that we've been joined by one of our legendary, amazing actors as well, happens to be, and a magician as well, he happens to be Mr. Abbas Nanna, and he is joined by Mr. Chacha Chakri. Haji, assalamu alaikum, good morning.
Good morning, walaikum salam. How are you, bhai?
How are you, Chacha Chakri?
I'm fine.
Chacha Chakri, why do people call you Chacha Chakri?
But something problem.
Something problem in your character, or it is just the way you are?
There is something character problem.
आवाज में भी साथ हंस पड़े। मेरा ख्याल है it's wonderful to have you all over here.
Yes, thank you very much. In fact, we create characters what's happening in our society. Like Bijli, every second person is talking about electricity. So I
Right.
thought, why not create something? I still remember my respected teacher, I must say the legacy of our country, Uncle Farooq Kaisar. And of course, I'm thankful to Sarma Sabhai. He told me how to perform. Then another.
And we're very glad that, you know, that his son is over here with
Oh,
us
really?
as
Yeah,
well,
that's
Gibran.
amazing. Yeah, Jabran, of course. And I'm really thankful to Shahid Tusi, he was the director, because puppeteers are not just to take a puppet and start doing it. It's a basic learning, because you have to shift whatever you have in your mind, in your body. It have to be transformed from your hand to the puppet. This is why we have joined
The timing and everything.
timing and the concept, because in World Over we have more than 7 different kind of puppetry.
Right.
Right, we have glove. This is a glove puppet, right?
Okay.
Uncle Halpur right now. What I did, Uncle Halpur is with a glove and with a rod puppets.
Yep.
So you can have a movement of your hand as well. This is very
Right.
important. Everybody have a signature. So my signature is so people laughing. You see the same thing. On the other hand, I started to involve other characters. So
Right.
people still look around and they join us. So we have a Bijli, because Bijli is one of the important role of our country, right? If there's no Bijli, there's no electricity, we have a problem. And again, now these days the problem is, if we have electricity, then we have huge, you know. Yes, yes, exactly. Actions and reactions. And then I finally thought, I was impressed by one of my uncle. He used to come our home,
Yep.
and he always gave us a word of 2 meanings. Whatever he says got 2 meanings in it. You know, in Urdu, chakkar means to dodge someone.
Yes.
So I have created a chacha, with name is Chacha Chakri, to dodge all the time.
But why did you give it to
Abbas?
Abbas Nannazar?
Got nothing to do with the buzzer.
That's the question.
Because he was good voice. Because when I still remember when we do with the Farooq Kaisar Sahab, because you know, it's very difficult now. Our teachers, Imam Sahab was here also in PTV.
Yep.
I was reading his column, and he described Farooq Sahab perfectly nicely, because there's 2 personalities, Farooq Kaisar and Uncle Sargam.
Yeah.
Now we are not able to discuss who's Uncle Sargam and who's Uncle Farooq Kaisar,
Yeah.
right? So the same thing happening now with me. That's who's
Uncle
Uncle
Halpur.
Halpur. Halpur basically meaning a person who tells the situations,
Yep.
who tells what's happening in the country. So Uncle Halpur always travels. He
Right.
travels in the north areas of Pakistan. He travels into south areas.
So wonderful. So, you know, before we ask any questions, I think what we're going to do is that
Yes.
for whatever you have prepared for our audiences, we would love to see that as well. And, you know, just one simple request, and that is that I think that we'll have to go for the solo shots of our puppets as well,
I
so
understand.
that we can actually give away some wonderful, amazing transmission today for our viewers who are out there. So whatever you prepared for us, please, I think let's get started with it. You know,
Right.
so Uncle Halpur, Bijli and Chachu Chakri, let's get started. Bismillah.
So, my dear audience, you know, education is I must say, that education is very important. And these beautiful puppets sitting here with me, they are basically, as I told you, she's a Bijli and Chacha Chakri. So, Bijli, do you know what the A for starts for? A for? A for what? Allah. And Mr. Chakri, B for?
Before ball bache.
Oh, Bal Bache, you Bal Bache. You all the time, you know, this is why I called him Chakri. He mixes things together.
I think he is mad.
Not think, he's sure. So now, Chakri, B for ball, B for bat, and also B for Bal Bacha, as you said. So now they're learning, it's very important. So you have to repeat after me. आपने मेरे साथ साथ पढ़ना है सबने, ठीक है?
Okay.
Okay.
जो आप कहेंगे वही पढ़ेंगे हम.
Of course, what else you can do?
चलो आपके पीछे पीछे हम पढ़ेंगे, ठीक है?
Don't come behind me, just try to read behind me. When you see, when I said come read behind me, he always tried to hide behind me.
True,
This is very true. Yeah? So
Okay.
now, Mr. Chakri
Yes.
and Bijli Baji.
Yes, yes.
Okay, let's see together. A for apple.
A for हिदवाड़ा.
Oh, what's Hindwada, by the way?
और भाई एप्पल महंगे हैं, आपको पता है. एक तरबूज लाओ पूरा खानदान खा लेता है.
Oh my God! Oh my God! See, this is the problem with Chakri. So this is why we created him. Basically, in puppetry, we have to move, and we have a desk. We have to hide behind the desk.
Yep,
But
we know it.
honestly speaking, I'm so happy because we have been doing this puppetry like say from last 2 decades, and audience were so much with a sort of curiosity, what's exactly happening behind the curtains or behind the desk.
Yes,
True, true,
yes.
true.
So today, PTV World have done a fantastic job. That puppeteer sitting as a
Right.
puppet with the hand and they're talking with it.
Exactly, because we wanted to kind of, you
Show
know,
your
let people
faces,
know that, you know,
yes.
who are the faces behind, the
Exactly.
people who put in the hard work,
Yes.
because these puppets are being designed,
Yes.
you know, the entire structure, the character, the personality. So there's a lot of work which has gone into it
Exactly. Good puppeteers always make their own puppets.
True.
The way I was just wondering what to do, and the hairstyle for Uncle Halp. Don't touch me. I'm sorry, Uncle. I'm just telling the people. You know, it's
Okay,
very
sorry,
important.
sorry.
Relax,
Yeah.
chill. So, and Uncle Halper is very much touchy about the flag of our beloved country.
Mashallah.
We always
Uncle
wear
Halper,
that.
Uncle
Halpur,
Yes, yes, my dear, yes.
do you know about my grandfather?
Who was your grandfather, by the way?
Wabda is my grandfather.
Who?
Wabda.
Wabda! Yes, her grandfather was Wabda. And who was your dear auntie?
Do you remember my auntie?
I'm trying to think which one she was. Can you please tell us?
Laltan is my auntie. My buddy puppu.
Oh, her beautiful auntie, huh?
So this is, I,
Nowadays,
Uh-huh.
sorry, not nowadays. Everyone says, where is Bijli, where is Bijli, where is Bijli?
बिजली है तो मसला, बिजली नहीं है तो मसला.
I am not Masla with Uncle Halpur.
Yes, especially when the bills come, huge bills to pay. Yeah, अच्छा, I was surprised.
नहीं, इसका मतलब बिजली के घर तो बिजली नहीं जा रही,
बिजली के घर बिजली नहीं जा रही।
दादा बू वापडा और आंटी जो है वो लालटेन,
लालटेन।
माशाल्लाह, बट कहीं ना कहीं रोशनी रह रही है।
मैं बिजली चाहूँ तो आपका प्रोग्राम यहीं पे रह जाए.
Oh, no, ऐसा ना कर बिजली. No, PTV have a huge.
अच्छा,
generator.
बिजली का काम ये है,
हाँ.
अच्छा पैसे लाखों रुपए ले लेती है, आती 1 घंटा भी नहीं है ना?
बड़े लोग ऐसे ही करते हैं. भाई, अच्छा, point is this, Bijli is a very important character, right? And I was watching our PTV's old programs, like I'm talking about 30 years ago, 3 decades, and Alhamdulillah, we still have the
Sir,
same
you know,
problems.
you don't look 30, alhamdulillah.
I, of course not. I'm not. So we still have the same issues,
Yeah.
like with the power, electric power issues. With like, you know, so this is why puppets want to solve
Let the
this problem.
puppet say it, yeah. Rather than you saying
Yes,
it.
I'm a puppet right now. Don't you worry. Everybody's puppet these days. You know, Uncle Sargam was the best about him. What I'm trying to do, Uncle Sargam tried to resolve the problems with the puppets.
True.
And Alhamdulillah, we have to think the positive side of the picture. And this is puppetry exactly doing. When it was earthquake, Uncle Halpur went all the way to Kashmir.
Wow.
Because kids were completely,
Obviously.
yeah, exactly, and they were looking, they were someone, they wanted to give them medicine. They refused to take the medicines.
Exactly.
So Uncle Halpur all the way, he went there to give them medicines.
I think this is interesting. Let's have a conversation with Uncle Halpur. So Uncle Halpur, when you went to Kashmir, you know,
Yes.
how did you?
Well,
Uncle Halpur को पहले खांसी का
you know, the weather is terrible, and my age also. So now, first of all, thank you. No one have mentioned my stuff.
अंकल लालपुर ना खांसी का सिरप लेने गए थे, डॉक्टर ने कहा 2 सुबह चम्मच, 2 दोपहर को, 2 रात को. कहते हैं सिरप रख लो, हमारे घर में इतने चम्मच ही नहीं है.
सारे चम्मच तो मैं यहाँ ले आया हूँ ना. So the point is this, कि the Kashmir is a beautiful place. I must say it's a real heaven.
That's true.
And well, it was just a matter of luck. Kids refused to take medicines because they were completely, you know, because of this huge earthquake. Even there was no parents. So when I went there, they start having love with me. I'd start giving them, you know, the syrups to drink and
Mashallah.
medicines. It was one positive thing which we had done.
True. So Uncle Halpur, why didn't you get married?
Oh, well, well, honestly speaking, I'm still young, so I don't want to get married. अभी जहाँ और भी हैं.
But you're losing hair already. I think
No,
your
it's
youth
my
is
style.
going.
You know, these days it's style. It's in. It's very much in these days. And
अंकल
वही मांग
लालपुर
का
को
style
किसी ने
चल
कहा था, अंकल लालपुर को किसी ने कहा था अगर सर पे बाल ना हो तो बंदा अमीर हो जाता है.
thank you.
इन्होंने हाथों से खींच के उतार लिया.
And you know, oh, yes, Bijli, yes.
Do you know our poet Faiz Ahmed Faiz Sahab?
Yes, very good. Bijli always wrote something about the fez.
Mashallah.
Please, would you tell us something?
Sure, go ahead.
रंजिश ही सही दिल ही दुखाने के लिए
Ah,
आप क्यों बोले?
oh, just, you know, habit. So,
रंजिश ही सही दिल ही दुखाने के लिए आप फिर से मुझे छोड़ के जाने के लिए
perfect for Bijli, huh? Always Bijli comes and go.
Thank you.
Good. So this type of, you know, always have chit chats. And
Yeah.
the beauty of puppetry is we have the content, we have the script,
Yeah.
but always the chacha chakri adds something in it. Bijli adds something in it which go with the situation.
Alhamdulillah.
That's the beauty of it. This is called the artist, right?
Exactly.
This is, we learned from National Puppet Theatre. We
Yeah,
learned puppetry, how to make it, how to deliver it, how to talk about it,
Wonderful.
how to play the music, because we have to compose our own music. And
Exactly.
these days we are working on, especially the rhymes we have, which kids don't remember, our poets, right? So we are trying to bring all these stories and music.
Wonderful. Which is why, you know, we would love to explore more as well, because, you know, we're very lucky that we've been joined by Miss Shamsa Khan as well, you know, who's with Baji Bijli. So Miss Shamsa, you know, while we were talking about that, you know, how it's a collective effort, you know, so we have to sing at time, you know, not just that, we have to kind of remember, you know, who our heroes are and then kind of translate into our actions. So we got to know that you sing really well. So why don't we take advantage of the opportunity today on
Please.
Thursday morning
Yes.
and kind of request you to sing us a song. And then let's see how Chacha Chakri and Uncle Halpur kind of reacts to that. Please.
We'll love to dance with
मैं
that
भी
song.
बहुत अच्छा सिंगर हूँ
लेकिन घर जाके
मैं
गाना
एक
बेटा.
मैं एक जगह पे गा रहा था, बंदे ने कहा बैदा बैदा, इतनी बैदा बैदा करी और मैं बैठ ही गया।
मैं देख रहा हूँ आपकी टांगे नहीं शायद मेरे ख्याल काम कर रही है
अभी
चाचा चक्री
करती है ये नहीं।
इन्होंने इतने चक्कर दिए लोगों को कि अब कुछ काम नहीं
वापस आ रहे हैं जी
जी मिस बिजली.
हो लाल मेरी पत रखियो बला झूले लालण, हो लाल मेरी लाल मेरी पत रखियो बला झूले लालण, सिंधड़ी दा सेवण दा सखी शाहबाज कलंदर, दमादम मस्त कलंदर, सखी शाहबाज कलंदर, अली दम दम दे अंदर, हो लाल मेरी, हो लाल मेरी.
Beautiful,
Wow,
beautiful,
that's
beautiful.
wonderful. And with that, you know, I would want to move on to Chacha Chakri and Nanna Sahab as well. So, Chacha Chakri, aapse, you know, for all of our, you know, non-Urdu speaking audiences, will translate it for you. Chacha Chakri, आपसे मैं ये पूछना चाहता हूँ कि क्या आप पपेट्स भी गैर सियासी होते हैं? बच्चे तो होते हैं, हम जानते हैं, लेकिन क्या पपेट्स भी गैर सियासी होते हैं या नहीं होते?
होते हैं जी, क्यों नहीं होते, प्रॉपर होते हैं। हमारा सियासत से क्या ताल्लुक? आपको पता है, हमने तो आपको पता है चाचा चक्री ने बांटनी होती है खुशियाँ, वो सियासतदान हो चाहे बच्चे हो चाहे जो भी हो, दुनिया का कोई भी आदमी हो, हमने तो बांटनी है खुशियाँ।
और चाचा
तो
चक्री,
लेकिन चाचा चक्री, सियासतदान का भी काम तो यही होता है कि वो लोगों को खुश करके उनमें खुशियाँ ही बांटे, उनके काम करवा कर।
हाँ, एक दफा खुशी बांटता है, फिर सारी जिंदगी उन्हें रुलाता ही रहता है।
चाचा ये लोग चाचा चक्री के बड़े चक्कर है,
सियासी
ये
बयान।
खुद भी इलेक्शन में खड़े होने वाले हैं बहुत जल्दी.
क्या बात है. And for our audiences around there, so I was just asking whether, you know, puppets are apolitical or not, and Chacha said we are apolitical because we would want people to be happy rather with our jokes, and, you know, we would want to educate people. And I think that it's a splendid message. But with that, we have something special as well, and that is that, so Uncle Halpur, I'll come back to you. I just want you to kind of rest. I know that you have this habit of, you know, talking too much, but I would want to move on to Abbas Nanna Sahab, because he happens to be a magnificent magician himself. You know, so Nanna Sahab, we're going to request you to please अपने हाथ की सफाई, you know, आज हो जाए, you know, हो जाए. पैसे डबल ट्रिपल करके दिखा दे जरा हमें, आप कैसे करते हैं? सबको जरूरत पड़ रही है.
ये चाचा चक्री को मैं साइड पे कर लूं, यहाँ सो जाओ चाचा चक्री.
अच्छा, ये मैं आपको एक रुमाल चेक करा रहा हूँ.
ये
मैं थोड़ा सा उठ के भी आऊँगा, रुमाल चेक करा दे. ये इसका चेक कर रहे कलर, आप इसमें यहाँ पे खड़े होके करेंगे. फिर ये इसके अंदर तार या ऐसी कोई चीज तो नहीं लगी?
There's nothing in it, you know, there's no wire in it, there's nothing in it.
साजरा, आपने भी रेड पहना हुआ, ये भी रेड है. लेट्स सी.
अच्छा, इसको पकड़ना है और यहाँ पे ऐसे करके रख देना है, ठीक है
जी.
ये देखे हाथ भी खाली, कोई कोट नहीं पहना हुआ, कुछ भी
There's no fake thumb as well.
ये देख रहे हैं गौर से, और इसको ना ऐसे करते, ये आपके सामने मुट्ठी में बंद कर रहे, ठीक है.
शहजाद को आधा काम तो आ गया है वैसे.
ये और ये और ये
पता चला कहा जा रहे हैं सारे लाख अपने घर पे फाड़े
माल तो दे दें.
अच्छा, देने नहीं है, सिर्फ दिखाने हैं.
ये इस तरह शहजाद
हो रहा है. You know, this is happening with me. Nobody is giving it, but I'd rather showing
But
it.
you try your best.
अच्छा, अगर आप सोच रहे हो कि रेड वाला रुमाल कहीं चला गया, तो रुमाल मैंने इसके अंदर ही पड़ा हुआ है, आपको निकाल के भी दिखा देता हूँ. ये देखें,
Amazing.
उसी तरह
Amazing.
ये शौक भी करा दे, उसी तरह निकाल भी ले प्रॉपर. ये
Right.
Wow, that's
अच्छा,
good.
फिर
And I
से
think you have teared the 1,000 rupee note.
अच्छा ये रुमाल और रख रहा हूँ आपके सामने, इसमें से रुमाल निकाल के दे दी.
Okay, there is no what do you
What
call
happened with
that?
that napkin? Must be here somewhere.
Thank you, Payan.
अब समझ आइए आपको ये इस तरह से हो रहा है.
अच्छा फिर से देखिए, फिर से दोनों हाथ खाली.
I hope no one is dentist watching.
Nothing.
Wow.
Wow.
वाह भैया.
नन्ना भाई.
Uncle, how
आंटी
who
शिकायत
told
ही
you?
करती नहीं आज तक.
ये रेड कलर की जुबान मेरी बाहर आ गई.
That's
ऐसे
wonderful.
करके. अच्छा फिर से वही रेड.
But where do you take it?
It's gone.
अच्छा रुमाल फिर से आएगा. रेड वाला रुमाल पॉकेट में गया और ये फिर से रेड वाला रुमाल. ठीक है. अच्छा रेड वाला रुमाल है, इसको ऐसे करके हाथ बिल्कुल खाली ऐसे दिखाएंगे, 1 2 3 बोलेंगे, यूं करेंगे फिर से.
Oh, wonderful.
This is what happening in our society. हाँ.
अंकल हालपुर डर गए.
डर गए, तलाक कर देता हूँ बड़ा है.
That's
Yes,
wonderful.
and Nana Bhai is on it, man. That's the kind of magic that everybody would want to kind of
Kids
see
love
as
that
well.
because kids really love that. That's why we have magic and puppet
Please take us through, sir. Please take us through.
So let's see.
ये देखिए. अच्छा
Simple H2O. We're putting water inside.
चेक भी करा दे पानी.
Can I take a sip if you don't mind? पानी काफी देते हैं. My dear audience, got nothing to do with the water, but I haven't taken water since last 10 minutes. I thought that's a good chance to have water.
Sure, sure, go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Sure,
because
go ahead.
you're already two people talking.
Exactly. It's simple water. There's no chemical.
Okay,
Yep.
there's no water in it.
Yeah, can you please show it into the camera first?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
Yeah,
simple
yeah.
H2O. Let's put it
Exactly,
inside.
yes.
ये देखिए गुड मॉर्निंग.
पानी पानी पानी. Yes.
और ये.
नन्ना साहब अखबार बांधे पड़िएगा.
Where did the water go?
Where's the water? And it's
Water
not
is
even wet.
vaporized, completely vanished.
It's not even wet, right?
शहजाद भाई पानी नीचे गिर गया सारा देख.
नहीं, नहीं.
She's looking down there. Down there's nothing there.
Where did the water go,
नीचे
भाई?
नहीं गिरा, ये इसी के अंदर ही पड़ा हो. ये देखिए
ये
निकाल
देखो
के
वापस आएगा जो
निकाल
मैंने
देते
पानी पिया था ना कल हालपुर के पेट से वापस.
Oh,
क्लैपिंग
interesting.
तो बनती है यार. Yes.
Yeah. Baji Bijli is not clapping. Baji Bijli is
Baji
rather
Bijli-
just stunned.
I am so much jealous
I'm so much jealous.
Baji Bijli, why are you jealous?
because I'm not like Chacha Chakri.
चार चकरी.
Chakri. No, no.
No,
Bhagan
you're more
Anna Sahab
beautiful
is
than
not
Chakri.
Chakri.
Yes.
Chacha Chakri is
हैं. अच्छा फिर से देखिए मैजिक ब्लैक स्टिक.
Black
और
stick.
इसको ऐसे रखते हैं और देखते रहना. ये ट्रे बिल्कुल और यूं करेंगे आपके सामने देखते ही देखते. 1
Two
and 3.
Oh,
Wow.
lovely flower. Good morning with flower.
Interesting. We can have that prop here, right?
Yes.
ये
Okay.
Wow.
अब मिस सतीश को हाथ में लगाइए जल्दी
I
खत्म हो
think
जाएगा.
Hajra is getting a lot of Hajra is getting a lot of benefit
अच्छा
today.
And gifts and prizes.
हाँ,
She got 1,000 rupees. She got a flower.
थोड़ा सा ये
जी sir.
इसका रुमाल चेक करना है.
Which color looks like? Is it
Yellow?
color yellow? Are you sure?
It's yellow in color.
Okay.
There's nothing
Let's
in
nothing
here.
there. Let's put it
Yes.
inside.
Okay.
So, Miss Sati, you have to take it out when they finish. Okay.
Again.
Shahzad Sahib is still inside.
Yes,
Still
sir.
there?
It's
Are you
inside.
sure? Which
Yeah.
color?
Yellow color.
Yellow color. Can you, Miss Hajra, take it out?
There's no,
Come
there's
on,
no
come on. It must
rumal
be here
inside.
somewhere. See? Dear audience,
no
our
rumal inside. Where
anchor
did
cannot
the
take
rumal
it out.
No, it's not there.
Must be here somewhere.
It is. It is
It's
now.
here down there. Shahzad भाई इसी वजह से हमको चाय
हमारे बीच में न लड़ाई करा देना.
इसी वजह से हमको चाय चकरी कहते हैं ना.
There's no rumal here.
अच्छा इधर है भी नहीं वाकई सही कह
वाकई
रहे हैं
नहीं?
आप. सर देखिए
शाबाश.
है कि नहीं.
Shahzad in command.
ये
Yes.
There. Is there? I think Hajra cannot see properly.
ये देखिए कैमरे में भी
She already see
इसमें है
what she wants to see,
Yeah.
huh?
हाजिर देखिए इसमें है.
Hey, come on,
There
take it
you
out.
go. Go on again.
I don't know.
No, there's a
no
message,
rumal.
Shahzad bhai, there's a message about it.
और असल में पता है क्या
There's a
हाजिर के
message,
इधर
there's a message. When you're stuck in a
सर के ऊपर है
problem,
मैम के.
whenever we're stuck in a problem, we need support from the friends.
Oh, interesting.
It's finally
There
there.
again.
Okay,
Wow.
fine.
Now Hajra can see it. Yeah.
Bravo.
Wow. You were under the spell,
Clapping,
man.
yes, thank
A
you,
spell
Mr.
has
Abbas.
been casted on Hajra, man. That's something which I've seen for the first time.
Yes.
अच्छा फिर से एक बुक दिखाते हैं हम.
Oh,
Spellbound.
yes, music go with the magic. Can you recognize which instrument
Yeah,
is
that's
this?
a tabla.
Tabla.
This tabla, okay.
Yes.
And with this?
That's a drum kit.
Drum kit, okay. Drum
That's
kit,
a trumpet.
yes. And?
That's a
Guitar.
guitar.
Hajra finally liked the guitar, huh? Okay. So with the magical words, the abracadabra, oh,
Yeah.
we got a live guitar.
That's wonderful.
I think that's
Well done.
wonderful.
Shukar hai.
That's
Thank
amazing.
God you didn't ask for the drum kit, otherwise we have taken a
I think Abbas Nana Sahab would have still managed it.
You know, no one knows exactly.
Exactly. There's a few more coming up as well.
Ah,
Okay.
game of the rings. Yes, very important. So we have 5 or 6 rings. Let's count how many rings we have. 1,
1,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6
6.
rings. Okay. Now, Miss Hajra, which
Yes.
your dream vehicle, which car you love to drive?
Audi.
Audi?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, which color you want?
I mean, white.
White Audi, okay. Will you drive with the two hands, your steering wheels, or one?
I mean, both of my hands, of course.
Oh, she's very much careful thing, okay? Let's drive your dream car. Let's go for the long drive.
Okay.
Mr. Nanda and Hajra going for the long drive. Audience, get ready. Beep, 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 beep. I'm home. Take the rings out. Oh,
What happened? Hajra?
I don't
she
know.
got an accident.
No idea, man.
Simple. One ring is
I'm
bigger.
spellbound. I really don't know what
really?
is happening.
No, it's simple. Shazad it's only simple. It's one ring. You have to take it
Shazad
out.
try.
One ring is bigger than the other one.
Try it.
Take them out one by one.
Yep.
So simple. There's a trick.
Yep.
Just take them out.
Yeah, nothing.
If you remember when we kids, we used to do this type of tricks.
Nothing, brother. I cannot get it out. I mean, I might know how it might work, but
I would
can't get it
request.
out.
I would request my camera crew.
That is
Let's
the
give a
problem.
little close to the rings.
Yep.
See if you can take them out.
What, brother? How can I take it out?
Mr.
I
Boss
cannot
can
take
do it.
Okay, either
First,
way.
let's fix them all together. 1, 2, and 3. Whoops.
Yeah.
All
What's
the
happening
rings
over
are
here,
going to
man?
fix together. This is called the magic. But my humble
Wow.
request to our audience, kids at home,
interesting.
please don't try at home.
Yeah.
That's
Very
true.
important.
don't try at home.
That-
Please don't
yeah.
try at home.
Wow, that's
And
There's one more.
all the
Yeah.
rings are going to fix together one by one.
Oh, interesting.
See? ये इसी तरह जो है ना हमें
Mashallah.
फंसाते हैं सबको.
I think you truly deserve a big round of applause. Wow. All in one.
And this is the part of the story.
Right.
Mr. Magician is going to take them out one by one. Hajra, get ready. You're so
Okay.
close. You can watch and you can catch everyone. Oh, the ring is out. There's no magnet.
Interesting.
A simple mathematic. One is bigger than the other one. No magnet because steel is there. See? All the rings are coming out one by one. The ring in your hands is just up. Yeah, let's go. One.
Oh, wow.
One.
बाहर नहीं आ रहे.
Only us. Two.
Wow.
Wow, unbelievable.
That was-
And Hajra, it's a live show,
Yes.
so no one can say it's recorded. So there's a
Obviously.
Of
trick.
course, of course, of course.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
5,
All the rings
6.
are out.
Wow, that's
Wonderful,
wonderful.
wonderful.
Good hand to Mr. Abbas.
Do we still have more magic coming our way?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's this famous rope magic, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. The red goes to Miss Hajra.
Okay.
The red rope.
Yep.
And
Okay.
the yellow goes to you, okay?
Okay.
So people, remember the colors. We have 3 ropes, all apart from each other.
Yep.
And we have, you can give a reef knot if you've been scouting, or any knot on edges.
Yeah.
Let's tie together edges the way Mr. Abbas doing.
Any
Mr.
knot.
Magician.
Any
Yes.
knot.
Have to be strong one. We should be able to open it. Yes.
Really?
ऐडा पक्का भी नहीं लड़ा सितार जाके बोलना भी है.
पक्की लगानी पक्की पक्की.
Paki hai na?
Good.
Okay.
So
अरे
now let's
जोर आपने
verify
लगवाना फिर उसके बाद खोल तो देनी आपने.
the yellow,
Okay.
Okay.
the blue. And why don't you check the blue also? Just verify the blue one.
Right.
Pull it. Aha, tug of war started here. Okay,
Right.
good.
Yeah.
Check it.
See? So we have 3 different colors. We have red,
Yellow.
done
and
by Hajra, yellow done by Shahzad Saab, and blue done by Mr. Abbas, and verified by her. Get ready. 1. The 3 colors on the edges we have the knots. They all apart from each other.
Right.
1,
Of course.
2, and ta-da! All fixed together without opening a single knot. 3 of them are fixed. I know.
Interesting.
Shahzad Saab, this is amazing, isn't it? I'm thinking to, give him some big job to fix the country as well.
What's happening?
Yes, this is very important. See?
I mean,
Shahzad, you're still thinking
the
what's
only
happening
thing.
exactly.
Okay, so one last trick.
Yes,
you know,
please,
one
please.
more. Yeah.
Yes, because we love our country. This is why
Okay.
we're doing this trick. Looks like a blue color.
Yep.
I'm
That's what it
colorblind. Hajra, is it blue color?
Yes, yes. of course.
Okay, the blue color. 1. Inside also blue. Mr. Abbas, can
Yeah,
show them the inside.
inside is blue as well.
1, 2, and Pakistan Zindabad!
That's
Because we
wonderful.
love our country.
Mashallah.
We die for our country. We love our country. Yes.
Mashallah. Thank you so much,
Thank
Abbas
you so much.
Thank you so much. I
Thank you,
think
sir.
this
Thank you
is
very
one of
much.
the best shows that I've done by far.
Beautiful.
You know,
Well done.
Thank you
Well
so
done.
much.
Well
It
done.
was wonderful to have you guys over here.
Thank you.
And we're thrilled with the kind of performances that
Thank you,
you
sir.
put up. You travel all across the country, outside the country,
Yes.
representing Pakistan. May
Yes.
it be Uncle Halpur, may it be Miss Bijli, or may it be
Chakri.
maybe Miss Chacha Chakri. So Chacha Chakri, Miss Bijli, and Uncle Halpur. Any message that you would want to give away? Let's start with Chacha Chakri.
Yes, please.
Okay. बस
जब भी इंसान के ऊपर आपने कोई भी भलाई करनी है और अच्छा काम बताना है, अच्छा काम हमेशा जिंदा रहता है, वो मरता कभी भी नहीं। हमेशा अच्छाई करो और उम्मीद अल्लाह से रखो, किसी इंसान को मत जितलाओ कि मैंने आपके साथ ये किया है।
क्या बात है, alhamdulillah. And ladies and gentlemen, I think it's a message to remember that whenever you do something good, a good deed for anybody, please make sure that you do not
stays
rub it
alive.
on their face.
Yes,
Wonderful. बाजी बिजली,
जी जी क्या हुआ आपको?
आप क्या कहेंगी जाने से पहले?
Message.
I would like to say do good, have good.
Do
Wonderful.
good and have
Of
good.
course,
Wow,
yes.
that's wonderful. So whatever you may shall sow, you are going to reap that as well. So please make sure to keep that in mind. Uncle Halpur.
Well, I got plenty, but lot of messages to give, but only message I want to start from now. I would request our the management of Pakistan Television, the legacy of Uncle Sargam and Uncle Halpur. I'd love to have start the same program again, because our kids, our society really need the good things to happen around. Do good, always come back to you.
Exactly,
That's
and this
it.
platform
Thank
is
you so much.
certainly for you guys. You know, whenever you would
That's
want
true.
to come back, you know, you can always be on our show. But thank you so much,
Thank you
Mr.
so much.
Naeem Talpur. Thank you so much, Ms. Shamsa
Thank you
Khan.
so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Abbas Nanna, for
Thank you
being
so
with
much.
us. Lovely to be in conversation with
Thank
you. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm going to give them a message as well.
Please.
You know, so Uncle Halpur, Baji Bijli, and
Chacha
Chachu
Chakri.
Chakri. You know, the only thing I would recommend you is that you guys really need to have your social media accounts, okay?
That's
We do.
Please make
We do.
sure.
We
Wow,
do.
that's wonderful. So, ladies and gentlemen, please make sure that you follow them on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, wherever they are available. With that, we're actually heading out towards a short break. And once you guys will come back, let's talk about social media. Why not? Good morning.
Welcome back, and we had some very amazing show, and we are still catching the vibes of the puppeteering and the way the puppeteering left their
Just by
energy
laughing and
behind.
smiling, you know, my cheeks hurt now.
Yeah. So there's some deformity which is formed inside us. But that was a wonderful show and a wonderful performance. And we hope and pray that the art of the puppetry, which is dying, is revived back again, because PTV has this legacy of making sure that all of these arts and artists, they are polished by the PTV. So now let's talk about something, because PTV falls under the category of the broadcast media, and then there's the new media, the social media. What are the challenges of the social media, and how we can convert those challenges into the opportunities for us. So we are very glad to discuss this topic. We have been joined by Abdul Wahab Saab. He happens to be a motivational speaker. Assalamu alaikum, and thank you so much for coming to our show.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
Thank you so
Right,
much,
right.
sir, for joining us.
Right,
Most
so
welcome.
Shahzad, we were talking about, you know, how we can revive back the puppeteering. Obviously, PTV has a brilliant legacy, but perhaps, don't you think that social media or YouTube also offers this platform or give voice to all of those artists who can't voice themselves, especially in the broadcast media, because that media is available to anyone, and that too free of cost, right?
Exactly. Hajra, you are absolutely correct. Basically, what is social media? Social media has revolutionized life. Whatever we are doing, we can achieve perhaps maybe 100 times higher results using social media. I mean, most of the world has started knowing. In Pakistan, you will be surprised that they have been almost around 80 million internet users, and out of those 80%, more than 70 million are social media users.
Right.
You see? So, when we talk about youth, out of those 70 million, majority is youth. Now, I mean, we have talented youth which has got immense potential. How we can bring the whole world closer to them? And how can we take these potential youth to the whole world?
Ji.
You know, I mean, once you start analyzing almost from every field, we have been receiving wonderful performance by our youth. You know, it comes to, for example, engineering, it comes to cooking, it comes to internet, it comes to delivery through any possible activity or department of life. Our youth has been doing wonderful job. Basically, when you say challenges, you know, I mean, I must say, whatever invention, whatever tool we use in life, it has got two-dimensional impact. One is positive, the other one is negative.
True.
I mean, there are many people who might dub social media as devil. You see, they would say it is satanic. You know, I mean, it has brought distortion. It has brought
Change the
chaos.
values, yes.
It has brought failure in society, especially in youth. At the same time, there are people who would appreciate it like anything. Just like a car can be a killer, at the same time, a car can take you to a destination as well.
True.
You see, we have to really, I mean,
It's all about being in safe hands, yeah. If the
Exactly.
car is in safe hands,
Exactly.
it'll take you from one place to another.
exactly.
But I think the way the social media is geared up, and I think Shahzad would agree with me, because he's a celebrity and he has lots of followers on his social media page, and anything you upload, especially in the comment section, you will find that anyone can type anything.
Yeah.
And lots of the conversation that is happening is not very courteous conversation, right? Because people have this capacity, they do not have the sense of responsibility that how to be more responsible when you are typing it, right? As compared to when you are having a face-to-face conversation, so you might be more responsible in how to curate your words, how to word your sentences that are not that offensive. And that is why I say that the social media is a very mediocre medium, because it promotes mediocrity out there.
And Haja, it takes a lot of time for people to understand that, you know, how to negate that negativity and all of that hate speech as well, which is why I've shortlisted a few areas. Now, because we're talking about social media.
Yeah.
So imagine, I think, because, you know, just I think it was yesterday, day before yesterday, we spoke about purpose yesterday,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So people are unable to still figure out what their purpose is to be
True,
on social
true.
media, right?
Exactly.
We do see where you said that, you know, from all walks of life, we'll have content
Yeah.
creators, social
Right,
media
right.
influencers, chefs, engineers, doctors, whatnot.
Yeah.
Now come to the other side, you will see people with a lot of insecurities.
Exactly.
You will see people with psychological impact. You will
Exactly.
see people with a lot of people using that tool for blackmailing.
Exactly.
You will see people, you know, picking up people's pictures and then photoshopping it, and
Exactly.
then
Artificial intelligence,
Yes, artificial intelligence.
Exactly.
So now, how important it is for anybody to identify
Yeah.
what my purpose is to use social media?
Exactly. You see, I mean, once we have very wisely focused on youth, I would suggest most of our youth, especially the mature ones, they are all in the universities of Pakistan. For example, just take into account the capital. We are having almost around 25 universities here. So we can target almost minimum 0.5 million people just in capital. The same thing can happen in other cities.
True.
We must organize social media workshops where we focus almost a week on a university and tell our youth how you are going to use social media. For example, you will be surprised. I was speaking to a gentleman who is almost 55 plus, and he did not know that whatever comment he posts on Facebook is visible to others. He
Okay.
thought, just like WhatsApp,
Yep.
if he has posted a
Or
comment,
email.
yes, only the person who has uploaded the post he sees.
गलत तो नहीं कह दिया?
I told him,
Yeah.
I told him, look, whatever you comment here, everybody sees. So whatever you comment, it has to be polite. It has to have decent language. It has to observe the decorum. It has to observe all the decencies of a thorough gentleman. What happens, for example, when I'm teaching, I'm telling all my students, usually we say, pass on that cup of tea to me.
जी.
This is our normal language. I said, this is extremely horrible. You have to say, excuse
Please.
me, can you please pass on that cup of tea to me?
It's a more British way of saying things, right? Very courteousness.
You see, I mean, when you have adopted their
Because over
English,
here in Urdu we'll say, "Aap please mujhe."
Exactly. In Urdu also, I mean, we have say, "Baraye mehrbani, aap
Yeah.
mujhe wo dena pasand karenge."
आप ये देखेंगे, "ओए, कब पढ़ पढ़ाएंगे जरा?"
But Shahzad, what has happened basically, unfortunately, we have become accustomed to a culture where we think that, I mean, decencies and all these expressions are just time wastage. No, they are not. You see, I mean, they create an atmosphere where people feel easy, people feel pleased. They feel that the person who is asking them for a favor, he or she is really a nice person. And when you receive that expression, can you please pass on that? Even if you're not willing, you are forced, because how polite this request is,
Yeah.
it would be so ungentle on my part to refuse the request.
And if the other person is prettier or smarter than you, you would certainly feel the need to talk back as well. You'll be like, "Ab to please keh diya, ab to hum bhi baat kar sakte."
Exactly. So there is no other solution except, because usually when I use Facebook, you will be surprised in at present.
Always very choosy with words, you know.
Exactly.
Whenever you're writing, you're always very careful. You know, you always make sure that you make the right sense, that people cannot really kind of
Exactly.
think of anything else.
Exactly. At the same time, one has to be polite.
Right.
At the same time, whatever you feel grudge against any person, or do not express that on social media.
That's true.
At the same time, I mean, there are many people who do not know the decencies of making posts. So what they do, they either exaggerate themselves or they try to put somebody in bad picture.
True.
And you know all the facts because they are your friends.
True.
So instead of directly pinpointing mistakes on social media, it is better just to refrain from making any comment and privately tell the person, because Ajra and Shahzad, this is a fact. If you interview 10 media users among youth, 8 may not
But
be
what
knowing
if that
all these
person is
factors.
not accessible? For example, the influencers, for example, the celebrities, for example, the politicians. You do
Exactly.
not have access to them, right?
Exactly.
As a lay person and
Yeah.
a common message. And social media gives you an access, and with that,
Exactly.
people are very mediocre in expressing themselves to them.
Who is
I mean,
Separa Kabir,
catcalling.
they haven't done it
and-
before.
They never had.
Exactly.
At the same time, I tell students and others as well, you are using social media if you have done any major activity which has to be told to others, if you have come across any incident or accident which has public implications, which can save others, if you have done anything which is really useful for the society and people can pick a lesson from that, please post that. Otherwise, there is a trend. A person goes to market, uploads the post, I'm going to market. He comes back, he uploads the post, I have come back, I have bought this. You're eating somewhere because everybody
Yes,
is not rich, you know.
because of
Everybody
the
cannot.
paucity of the time, I'm sorry I have to interject there because we need to touch upon a very important topic that has gripped the entire world. That is the topic of the deep fakes or the deep audios, and these are available in a very less costly prices. Any app you
Even
can
a
buy.
WhatsApp chat,
Yes.
even an Instagram chat,
Yes.
everything can be, kind of
They can be
replicated.
replicated, and a human ear or human eye cannot differentiate between
Exactly.
the deep fake and with the fake. So how do you think we deal with this scenario, with this situation which is unfolding? Because obviously it can ruin someone's character and it can be misused in a lot of
And then at the
ways.
same time, it can be advantageous as well that it's deep fake.
You know, I mean, I would just let you know from my almost last 10 years experience, I
Right.
usually shall suggest every female in Pakistani society, because we have a different culture.
True.
You know, our honor definition is different.
That's true.
Our culture is entirely different. When we talk about non-Muslim or European or Western world, they are entirely different people. So what is happening today? People normally, there are hackers everywhere. You know, negativity is everywhere. So they pick even only face of a lady who has, out of courtesy, posted a photo, you see, on Facebook. Just using that face, they can play with that face.
You can make
in
videos of it.
another way, in any way.
They can make you do anything.
You will be surprised.
true.
I met an elderly person, almost 75 years age, and out of perhaps joke or out of fun, he was posting certain photos with the description, I am single, I am divorced, I am so and so, so I need a match. And believe me, the ladies whose photographs were there, they even do not have
Any
iota
idea about
of
it.
thinking that their photos are being used in that way.
But thank
Right.
you, Wahab Sahab, for giving out this wonderful message, and that too through this platform. And we certainly always make sure that we kind of delve into conversations
That's
where
true.
it's always useful for people who are out there. So please
Right.
make sure, I think it's parents' responsibility in the first place to look after kids. And for parents who are already grown-ups, and if you're using social media, make sure that you do not use it as a tool to hate someone. Rather comment about whatever you would want to comment, but please make sure that you do it nicely. It's not your household where you think that you can do anything. You can be punished as well for the kind of comments you make. Thank you so much, sir,
Thank
for
you
being
so
with
much.
us.
You're most welcome.
Thank
Lovely
you
to be
so
in
much.
conversation with you. For everybody who's out there, ladies and gentlemen, look after yourselves. Until next time, 1, 2, 3.
Good
Good
morning.
morning. Have a great day.